Most ventures have failed. But the reality is that every time I do one of those ventures, I learn something new and I feel like I get better. And that's really important. The biggest failure we've had recently was that we were in the running to build a testing lab to serve the Minnesota cannabis industry. My partner and I chose to leave that effort. As an aside, we had the funding lined up, we had the business plan, we had the interest, and we had the support. But it came down to our concern about the state and how the state was operating the venture and how that would create a significant business risk just in how they were structuring it. And we decided that again, this one not was not a business we could bootstrap. The costs are significant. We would have been
Sure.
incurring significant debt, and we decided we didn't want to take on that level of risk. I did not really want to lose my home in the event of
Understandably.
when you think about people growing cannabis. I'll tell you a little story. You picture kind of the hey dude, you know, personality.
Well, it's not
And
like that anymore, I'm sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
these people are amazingly creative and vocal and just interesting, smart people. And it's been a pleasure. And I still talk to them. I still work with them. We have crossover interests from my experience building labs and working in regulated industries. I went to a conference maybe 2 years ago related to cannabis startup. I was speaking to a group that were growers, and on first outset, physical appearance, they hit all of the buttons for being, oh crap.
Hey, dude, kind of guy.
But went to them and they
Yeah.
had solid business plans. They had done deep Six Sigma analysis on failure approaches. They had just a profound understanding of the industry. They were able to talk in depth on business ventures and business approaches and philosophies of business. And it showed me that, again, you can't judge a book by its cover. There are some tremendously intelligent people in this industry. The Hey Dude group isn't really what is going on right now.
It's great to see that industry evolve. I don't know about Minnesota, but in Canada, a couple years ago when it first broke out, it was kind of a gong show,
Mhm.
and the Hey Dudes were everywhere trying to
Yep.
start up their labs. But actually, I was going to ask you how different it is from Canada. Like, it's recreational cannabis shops now. I mean, especially if you walk downtown Toronto, there seems to be one on every second street corner.
It's going to be governed by the state because cannabis is still illegal in the United States. It's still a Schedule 1 drug. So the consequence of it being a Schedule 1 drug is nothing can cross a state border. Every industry is state specific and every industry is operating under state guidelines. Overnight, if the federal government decided to shut it down, they could just order it closed because
Hmm.
it is, but they've chosen to not enforce federal regulations. So it's a state-driven industry, and some states are going to be tightly regulated. They're only going to allow a certain number of dispensaries or manufacturing sites or grow sites within certain municipal areas. In Minnesota, it appears that the individual municipalities will be allowed to uh, block uh, structures, and they have the power to regulate where these businesses are going to be located. You go to a state like Michigan, and Michigan has an abundance of dispensaries. I was driving through Michigan last fall, and I was driving through some very small towns, sub 2,000 people, and there would be multiple dispensaries located next door to each other.
Yep, that's almost kind of like how it is here. And it's spread not only downtown now, it's spread to the suburbia.